Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I'm Yael, Pause the Whiskers, and today we are going to see everything that I crocheted in June. It's not a lot, but I did manage to do a few things. I haven't been home for most of July. I was doggy sitters sitting for friends, so I wasn't home. And yeah, so I didn't crochet a lot, but I crocheted a little bit, especially pattern tests, surprisingly enough. I'm trying not to do too many at the same time, but I don't know, I did a lot in July, in the first half of July. Anyway, and I wanted to say, I almost forgot, I wanted to say a huge thank you for 200 subscribers, and yeah, I'm really excited about it, and thank you so much for watching my channel, and yeah, just being here. So let's get started. I will start with ones you haven't seen in one of my previous videos, which are the pattern test one. I hope the light is okay. I didn't check it well enough. If it's not glaring on my glasses because it's a different pair, because the other one broke and this one is older pair. Anyway, let's start. I have this grumpy frog from Crochet by Anina, and I really love this one. He sits in his floaty. He can also actually be inside it, but he's a little bit chunky, but he can do it. Look at him, and he's just angry little frog, chunky frog, and I really like this one because he's so angry. And yeah, actually my fiance embroidered the mouse for him because I did one. I was really proud of the ones that I did, and then it's it was stuck on something and it was pulled out, and then I didn't manage to do another one that I liked, so he offered his help. So he embroidered the mouse, and I just chose the ducky floaty with this one is the hobby Halloween candy, honey bunny Halloween candy, and this one is the random yellow that I had in home. I didn't have any other greens when I made him, but now I have a few more greens. And what else did I did that I didn't show you already? I made this little ice cream pop by Cable and Canvas. It's a free pattern on, I think, her Instagram, not her YouTube. I think this one is on Instagram, and yeah, I use this is also same random yarn type, but this one is a little bit, I don't know, thicker maybe because it's heavy, so it's harder to pop this one. But yeah, I made this one, and this one is honey bunny scraps that I had, and I did it because I wanted to do a roundup for summer, but I don't have time probably to do it. And I also made with the same pink because I wanted to use it. I made chopper hat, and this one is a free pattern by Crochet by Mishka. And yeah, and then there's also a pattern that you already saw before once. I made this hippo, Honey the Hippo by Tahiti's Crochet by Lori. I pattern test this one for her. This one is Alice Valuto, and the actual color, I don't know why I thought it would be more nude, or like the nude that is kind of gray, like this one. I will show you her soon, like this one, but it's a lot more gray. So I didn't know what to do with it, and then I saw Honey, and I thought, perfect, I will use it for her. So yeah, I put her blue eyes, and all my eyes are with glitter disc because I have a lot of eyes with glitter disc. Anyway, and yeah, so this is Alice Veluto, and I really like this one. You saw only the ears, and for the tail, if I'm remembering correctly, you have the option to sew it on or crochet it in. I crocheted it in. And yeah, all the legs and limbs are crocheted in, and you work from the head back. For the other ones, no sew, and this one is no sew for the frog. No, you sew on only the ears, the eyes. For for the frog itself, and you saw for the float is the head to the tube, and I think you also saw the mouth of the ducky, and of course to close the hoop. And I also pattern test Jar the jellyfish. Jerry the jellyfish or Jar? I don't remember. I call him Jar Jar. Anyway, this one also by Lori by the Hideous Crochet. I also pattern test this one. This one is free pattern on her Instagram. It comes with 5 different frills option, like tentacle option. And yeah, that is basically what I wanted to say. I did 3 here, I think, on this one, because I don't know, I wanted those 5. And yeah, you actually work this part with half double crochet, which I thought I will have a lot of holes, but it's actually okay. I don't see any holes. I just worked a little bit tightly here for the head part, and I put him purple eyes. I think those are also 30 millimeters for all of the plushies that have thinker eyes in this video, which are basically only those 2. And yeah, I really like this, like really curly and sturdy tentacles, and there are also those ones. And yeah, I really enjoy this one, and I really like him. I was in a bit of a slump because I don't know, I didn't want to crochet anything. I have a lot of whips that I started, and I didn't want to do any of them. And he actually gave me a motivation to crochet, and because I pattern tested him, I was motivated to finish also hippo. So yeah, I really enjoy this one, and he's really fun to play with his tentacles. I used some scrap yarns for those colors, those 2, and this one, because this is why we only have 2 tentacles. And those ones also were kind of scrap yarn. The white was scrap yarn. This one I had a little bit, so it kind of is counted as scrap yarns. And then we have this hamburger, which I actually free-handed. I wanted to create something else, but I needed first to understand how I do the hamburger part, even though I think it's big, and I need to remove a round of the red and the dark brown, I think, in my opinion. But anyway, yeah, so this one is random and I have nothing to link, but I made it in June. And then we have all the rest of them except one you saw before, but the one is similar to another one. I patterned this twice for Yarvitz. I still don't know how to say the account name, but she has amazing pattern, and I patterned for her twice this month. So I first pattern test the Mini Q Espion, and here he is. And those patterns you saw everything on, except from head to the body, but I like them a lot, and they're still quick to make, so I really like them, and I want to buy the rest of them when she will come out with them. She has now another 2 in testing. I think she's missing another 1 or 2 of the whole series, and yeah, but she this one came with another 2, and this one was with another one. This one with the fire was also, and here we have also the regular and the night, I think. Yeah, so you saw everything all, but look at them, they're so cute. This one I took yarn with me to make it where I was doggy sitter. Actually, my fiance took the train back home to do some stuff here, and I told him to bring the yellow yarn because I didn't have the yellow yarn. Those ones also I did where I doggy sitter, but those colors I did bring with me to sell. But the yellow he needed to bring me from home. And yeah, and this one I did before I went on the vacation for the doggy sitter. It was in a city really close to here. So, and yeah, here's the tails, the backs of them, and the front, and they're super cute, and I really like them. And they're really easy to make, and they're fun to make. I want to make the rest of them. And then we have Eddie and Oslo pattern, which is Yuji, that I pattern test. He also comes with Gojo, and I have blackout for the last guy name. I don't remember the last guy name, but another guy from the same series. And he's really cute, really quick. The body is like one piece until the head. For this one you need to sew 2 hair caps, and you need to sew like his like hood part, and the ears. Yeah. But everything else is like made in one piece, and I really like this one. He was quick, he was easy and quick, and he's cutie. And I also pattern test. By the way, there was a pattern test. I didn't do them at order that I made them. I just did random order. But the last pattern test, 2 pattern tests that I did were by Crochet by Mishka. And I made Vivi and Perona, both from One Piece. And yeah, I really like those 2. So it's the same designer of, where it is, of the chopper hat, which also I think I mentioned it. And for those ones, let's start with Vivi. Here you saw the head cap, the rose, and the belt, and the arms and ears. You saw a lot on those patterns, but they are really details. And the body itself is one piece, the legs are bubble stitches, and yeah. So, and the yarns I used, this one is Dolce. This is the same random yellow. And white are Leomi probably, Honey Bunny, and this one is Leomi Fine double-stranded. And I actually really love for her the double-stranded yarns I found out with this one, because you don't get the bulb that you get in the hair. Like if I will pull it, you will see that it like have air. It has air, and for those ones it's harder to do it because the double-stranded is so like hard. So yeah, and I found out I really like this to do it double-stranded. But yeah, so this is Vivi, and then I also pattern tested for her Perona. She also released a few more. I know one other one for sure, but yeah, but I wasn't able to test anymore. But yeah, I really enjoy her pattern. And here you also walk down up, and you saw on like this, I don't know how to call it, like her cloak, and the bow, arms, ears, hair cap. You saw like the hair. This one is like inserted to the hair. You don't need to sew also this one, like the how does it called? And you need to sew the crown. For the crown, there are 2 options. For the crown itself, low sew and high sew. I will call it like that, I think. And the low option, one of the tester designed. I did the high sew one for this one. And so you need to sew like, let's try to remember. You need to sew the 4 like arches to the base. You need to sew like the cross, and then you need to sew it to the head. I think I don't forget in anything. I don't know. But yeah, but it's really pretty. I used for this one mostly Himalaya Dolphin, I think, except for the pink. The pink of her hair and bow is Leomi yarn, but this color, which I didn't enjoy because it's a bit sticky, is Himalaya Dolphin Baby. The body color is also Himalaya Dolphin Baby. The red I think is Dolce, I think. And the black is Himalaya Dolphin Shine. Glitter, I don't know how they call it. But I don't think you can see that it's glittering. But it's glittering, just so you know. But yeah, this is everything that I made this month. So not that many. I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plushie. Which are actually okay. I think it's... And don't do them for anything. Like I do them for myself. And yeah, I just enjoy making a lot. and yeah, I need to slow down and take it like in June. I don't know why I keep calling it July, but it's now July, but those ones were made in June. And yeah, I pattern tested a lot. I don't know since when I'm pattern tested that much, but I pattern test a lot. Anyway, I will stop talking and rambling, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I will see you again in one of my next videos, and have a great day.